Okay, so today we're just going to talk about your first lesson for guitar. And the first thing I want to do is talk about holding the pick. Now most picks will have a logo on one side, and you're going to put your thumb over the top of it, put your index finger underneath. The pointy end of the pick is going to go straight in towards the guitar. When you strike the string, you're going to be right here where the sound hole starts, right here. You're going to be on top of the string, and you're just going to go down. You're going to use just the tip of the pick to activate the string. Okay, and then we'll do that one more time. So the first string, second string, third string, fourth string, fifth string, and then the sixth string. Now you can also strum all the strings or any combination of strings together at the same time. And when you do that, you want to just brush along the very top of the string. You don't want to get inside the string. If you do that, the pick will have a hard time getting out and you'll get stuck. So just brush along the top, just enough to activate the strings, to start them vibrating. Now, the guitar is a lot like the piano in that you can play single notes, you can play melodies, like so for example there we're playing one note on one string, we're picking one string at a time. And then we can also do chords, and a chord is when you put two or more notes together and it makes a harmonious sound. So for example, so those are the two types of picking we can do on the guitar. Now the other thing that you want to work on is your left hand. So we're going to go up here. Now I have a capo on my guitar because this guitar is actually tuned to E flat. So I put the capo on so it'll be in standard tuning so you can hear it as what your guitar should be tuned at. But so just pretend like this part of the guitar is the nut and that this is my first fret. So you're going to take your index finger on your left hand. You're going to go to the string. You're going to play on the tip of the finger. Your finger should have a nice arch in it. So it should be a nice C shape between your thumb and your finger. You're going to depress the string into the wood of the guitar. And you're going to take your pick, strike that string just like I showed you before. Now the other thing to keep in mind is the thumb. You should rest the thumb on this part of the thumb, this fleshy pad. Make sure you're not like this behind the neck, but you're like this. Because basically what you're going to be doing is you're going to be squeezing that string down into the wood of the guitar. The thumb's going to provide balance behind the neck. So after you've done the first finger on the first string, first fret, then you go to the second fret with the second finger. So then we'll strike it the same way. Again, your finger's going to be in that C shape. You're going to play right on the tip of your fingers. And then the third finger on the third fret. And then the pinky on the fourth fret. So this is a great exercise to start with. It's just a chromatic exercise, meaning it's just one note after another. But it gives all four fingers an opportunity to play. And then we're going to do the same thing on the second string. And then you want to do the same thing on the third string. And then the fourth string. Fifth string. And then the sixth string. So the last thing to remember about the left hand is where you put your finger inside of the fret. Now, to get a different pitch, you got to push down on the fret. Well, the fret was two definitions of fret. There's the physical fret, which is these strips of metal going across the front of the guitar. And then the musical fret, which is the space behind. That's where we're going to be putting our finger. We're not actually on the metal. My rule is to play as close to the metal as you can get without touching it. So if you play too far back, for example, you might get a buzzing sound or a thunky dead sound like that. But to get the best sound, you want to be right here. I'll try to move my other fingers out of the way. You want to be right about there. And that would be for every fret. Again, as close as you can get without touching it. So again, I'll give you a demonstration. So if I'm too far back, I'll get a sound like that. Or maybe a sound like that if I'm not pushing hard enough. So again, you want to be right there. Okay? So do this exercise. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go as slow as you need to make sure you're in good position. Good hand position, like we talked about earlier. And then also go back to the right hand and just go through the simple exercise, picking each string. And then strum all 6 strings. Okay, so that's your first lesson for guitar. Thank you so much, and bye for now.